We're looking good, you tell me.
Gucci.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you woke up this morning, you winning. For real. Yeah. I got a big amount. I took a different route. I am the pick of the little. I was a juvie. It gave me community.
We live. My guy Mercedes came through as always to shoot another video. This time we're gonna do more of a Q&A per se. Get to know everybody pretty much. More in depth about sneakers, why I love sneakers, why the culture is what it is today and not how it was 5 years ago. But my man always shows love and asks me to be on his channel, and I'm looking forward to it. So what you got for me today, my man?
All right, first of all, I mean, how'd you get into sneakers?
I would say it was my uncle that pretty much just the when I was younger, like every birthday, he always got me shoes, whether it was a fresh pair of Timbs, Butters, to where it was the Mellows at the time, the 1.5s, and it was the playoff 12s. That was my first retro, and then that's kind of where I started being obsessed with, you know, wiping the bottoms after I wear it every time, and just started like researching it, trying to follow up. When, you know, I was in high school, freshman, so I didn't necessarily have the funds, but I had a passion for it, and I kind of just stuck through with it. And you know, it's a healthy addiction at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So I guess that would be the start, was my uncle just telling me like, look, these are yours, these are the hottest out right now, you gotta keep them clean. And I'm like, you know what, nothing like having fresh shoes on, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. That was that.
So you say, like, you think you started collecting straight from the jump, or like you just got into, you know, the love of shoes, right, and then like after a while you became a collector? Like, how does it, do you even consider yourself a collector?
I do. So a lot of times people ask me, why do you have shoes that aren't your size? Well, at the end of the day, I love all shoes, you know what I mean? If I can't get it my size, I just want to have it because it's a collection at the end of the day for me. So I'll go out of my way to get shoes that I want to wear, you know, in my size, but if not, I just want to have it for the collection purpose. So when I was younger, I definitely didn't start off collecting. All I cared about was just throwing it right on feet, having the freshest shoes, you know what I mean? But I'd say I started collecting it when there was just never enough of like, when I got something that I wanted, I just already thought 2 times ahead of what I wanted next. So it was like, the chase is honestly the best part about it. So it's kind of, to this day, I'm still chasing and chasing, you know what I mean? So it definitely started from rocking to stocking to both, you know what I mean?
Got you.
For sure.
Now, I don't know if people do know, but like, we live here in Delaware. Like, locally, how have you seen like the scene change up a bit, you know what I mean, for like, it's definitely a lot of new faces, people, you know what I mean, that are getting introduced to it, you know, from the hype, everybody knows the term Yeezy in today's, you know, day and age in the sneaker culture. So that's kind of got even the folks that weren't necessarily in it for the shoes, but now they're in it because it's a profit for them at that point of view. So now they're even looking into it. So you have pretty much new members of the sneaker community per se. But this area, Delaware, surprisingly has a big drive for sneaker collecting, you know what I mean? Sneakerheads per se. So the DMV pretty much, you know, we come strong, even though it's like a small little state, but we got a lot of people that have a passion for it and go hard. For sure. Yeah. Let's break it up a little bit. Let's dive into some of this collection now. Obviously, we got a bunch of stuff back there, and let's say the best for last, the newest member to the collection.
Right.
So let's just start off, you know, where we like to start. Let's show them a little something.
Well, let's start with Jordan 1s. Let me grab. So one of my favorites that came out recently would be the first Shattered Backward, the 1.0 OG, however they call it. I just think the shoe, that anytime it's not a black and red Jordan, I always love it. But the colorway with the cream, it's not white. The materials that they use, it's not like the Chicago ones. I think the material is too soft, so when you wear it, the creases just show too much. This shoe holds up well. So I've wore this pair. I walked the Great Wall of China in this pair, and it's still presentable. You know, I don't really clean my shoes, maybe a wipe down here and there. Mercedes always gets on me about that, but look, when I get to it, I get to it. This shoe holds up, you know what I mean? So the Jordan 1s, that's probably my personal favorite model. So I have a pretty deep collection in them. So we can start with that. Definitely the Jordan 1s, my favorite. Going on to that, following that same style classics though would be an Air Force One. So this is the High Top Supreme Air Force One. A little hype behind this, but I definitely like the red and white high top. But I definitely did get it for it being Supreme and limited, blah blah blah. Love it. So that's another one. Switch up. Ricardo Tissi's down there. It's a dope shoe. Material on these, anytime it's a collab, the materials are always sweet. So it's definitely a nice one right there. Trying to switch it up, keep you guys on your feet. So boom, Balenciagas. So I collect pretty much a little bit of everything. I have shoes here, shoes at another location, but designer shoes is what I've been getting a lot recently. You could have a fresh pair, you know what I mean, the hottest Jordan out, the hottest, most exclusive sneaker, but nothing like putting a designer shoe on every now and then. Got them. We could do the human races, of course. Easy, self-explanatory. So Pharrell jumped in, took a little bit of Kanye's steam from Adidas, came out with the human races. Probably my personal favorite of new models, shoes that have been introduced the past year and a half. Love this shoe. Got a bunch of them. One of the favorites to wear, style and comfort, would be the Ultra Boost to me. So this is actually the first Ultra Boost, the 1.0 purple caps. Was on the hunt for these for a while. The bigger size, I'm a men's 12, 11.5 US. Either one, but the men's sizes, once it goes past probably, I'd say, you're right there with me. You're right on the crisp. Anything above like a 10.5, it seems harder to get in the runners. So I was on the hunt for these. Glad I grabbed them. But overall, the Ultra Boost to me fit me the best. Style, comfort. So these are usually my go-to. That's why I tend to hoard all colors. Not too big of a fan of the 2.0s or 3.0s. I have a couple of them. Got the Chinese New Year's. This is a 3.0 model. So the material's a little different. But I definitely think the colorway was sick. You know, definitely was sick. But that's another one. I have the shoe, but it's not my size. But size 12 is hard to get. Do these. The Ronnie Fig Aspens, the Kith. This is the first mid Ultra Boost that was introduced, and it's prime knit material, fly knit material, same difference. But I think he just killed it with this. You know what I mean? It's clean, but it stands out. You know what I mean? The multicolor isn't too much. It's not too bright pink. It's definitely well crafted, and this is the look nowadays. You know what I mean? Everybody goes for that modern.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like you said, you started out like with the Concours, right?
Correct. Yeah.
But like now with this new wave, like the runners and stuff like that, like what do you look for more? the Adidas runner or like the classic Jordan? Like when you get like when you know when an OG retro comes out.
I feel like I can match up more with your traditional. Like I stick to the certain 1s, 3s, 4s, and 11s. Are my favorite Jordans. So bread 1s, black cement 3s, white cement 4s, bread 4s, Concords. Those shoes to me, like, just always a clean cut lay. You know what I mean? You put those on, if you have a fresh pair of those, they go with everything. It's just one of the staples in my opinion for the Jordans. But today, like, I tend to lean more buying the Ultra Boost, the NMDs, the all the runners nowadays. It seems like it goes with the style. It's fashion forward. It's keeping Nike on their feet. You know what I mean? The new designs and everything. The Boost material is awesome, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's like that futuristic look to it. You know what I mean? Almost how Pharrell brought the human races out. It's something that wasn't ever seen before. So I definitely have to say I'm part of the wagon. You know what I mean? I love it.
And I think it's a sleek design.
Exactly.
For the most part, it's like minimalist, so it's not too much going on.
That it's almost less is more.
Right.
You know what I mean? The triple black Ultra Boost,
right,
more sought after than multicolor. You know what I mean? A couple colors in one. It's like the simplicity nowadays. Just a clean look, you know what I mean?
Right. Obviously, comfort,
style.
Right. Like if I'm going somewhere for a long time, like I'm not gonna wear a Jordan. That's just me personally, because I want to be comfortable with it, especially if I know I'm walking. Like I'm gonna put Adidas Boost technology something on my feet.
It is. It's hard to pick a Jordan over one of the Adidas when you're going out quick grab, because who wouldn't rather be comfortable?
Facts.
You know what I mean? And style. So I mean, I definitely stick to my staples though. The 3s, the 1s, they're comfortable to me, and also stylish. I love that shit. But the game has changed for sure. Game has changed. But boom, you got the Reigning Champ Ultra Boost. So that's a collab between Reigning Champ and Adidas. They designed their own model. Definitely like what they did. The materials, it's almost like a prime knit per se, mesh almost kind of thing, but soft cloth, so it forms to your foot. The back, you've got your traditional cloth in the back, but the black with it's like a Oreo, you know what I mean? It goes with everything. So little details here and there. The box was actually one of the coolest things about it. Slide out box, came with a little dust bag and everything. So love when the collabs incorporated down to how the shoe's packaged. So this is definitely a sweet one. And then sticking with collabs, you've got something a little bit more loud. The Naked Ultra Boost. A lot of people thought that these were women's sizes when they were all men's. It's just a women's brand, I guess, did a collab. But I definitely think it's a sweet shoe. Summertime, spring. It's definitely gonna be something that I need to grab my size in before the summertime, so I could just, gray sweat shorts, white tee, boom, throw these on. Might go to the beach. So, boardwalk talk. What else we got here? Got something a little different. Step off would be the Desert Camo Special Forces Air Force One. So Nike came out with the Special Forces recently. Definitely drew a lot of attention. I think it's a dope concept. I just love this colorway, you know what I mean? It's subtle, but it stands out, you know what I mean? This model is definitely something I've been grabbing all the colorways in, so something different. And then of course you got your retro 12s, a little bit more limited models. You got your wing 12s in the Chinese New Year, so kind of like a reverse yin and yang look to them. If I had to pick, I'd definitely go with the wings, just because I like the gold on it, and then the fact that it peels off is sweet. The leather on it is you know, the quality hands down is definitely superb. And then the Chinese New Year's, I love the concept. Not quite a fan of how the white is 3M, just because of how it holds up with wears. You kind of see all the creases with the 3M, but you can't knock the details in it. You know what I mean? The bottom, the icy bottom, thought was a great touch. You got your wood accents. You know, it's like, looks like wood. It's not real wood, but it's definitely a nice touch. And then you've got that Chinese New Year logo going on at the tongue and then on the insole. So they did a good job with these. I definitely was a fan. Throw into the collection. And then 750s. Always gotta have a 750 around.
All right, now let's not keep him waiting right here. Let's get into this 350 move right here. Let's say the best for last. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Some 350s, some V2s.
Yeah.
So we can start.
So it's out of frame right now, but we're gonna go from first to last.
First to last.
All right, let's do it.
So you got your Beluga V2. Stands out the most out of the pack, in my opinion. This was the first colorway that introduced the V2 model. Sold me from the beginning, you know what I mean? I think it's great. I'm not a fan of the stripe on all of them, but the gray and the orange together definitely pops. So the Beluga's starting to become one that everybody's trying to catch up and get now, you know? So I'm glad I was able to stash a couple, and I still gotta rock them. That's one of the only V2s that I haven't wore yet. So you got the Beluga was the first colorway to come out. And then he hit us with the, let me throw 3 colorways, same day, mayhem, you know what I mean? Nobody really knew what was gonna happen with the V2 market itself. That was kind of big up in the air. So he had the coppers, the solar reds, and then the olive greens. So my first opinion, I definitely, the red caught my eye, just how it pops. But I definitely liked every color. You know, he dropped it, when was that? Was it
Black Friday?
Black Friday. Yeah. So it was still fall, winter time. Definitely the colors went with it, you know, so you could throw this on with anything. You know, it may not pop, but black bottom, black uppers, and then a unique stripe. You know what I mean? So I definitely like the colorways. I kind of wish he spread it out, but not mad at it. You know what I mean? You gotta work harder a little bit to get them all. You gotta get them all. So that was the next set that came out. So that's 4 different colorways already for the V2s. And then he hit us with the, oh, everybody's gonna have a Yeezy, is what they were saying. So he dropped the Core White, is what these are called. Not really sure where the Core White is, but I see a light gray. You know, I see a pavement gray, but it's the most versatile colorway out of all of them. I like it. A lot of people don't like it. Say it's, you know, it's boring. It's not it doesn't look right. At the end of the day, you throw this on, it'll go with the outfit the best out of all of them, because the other ones are a lot more loud. So I've worn mine. This one was a little bit more produced, so people were able to get their hands on these. But I definitely like the colorway he did with those. And then the next colorway was the breads. So he actually didn't give us a stripe, kept the supply on the side, added a little spoiler. You know what I mean? Little spoiler is what I call it. So he brought back the pull tab from the first 350s that were released. Threw that on there. That was, you know, everybody was skeptical. Oh, they don't like it in the pictures. I think it looks good. You know, I think this is one of the hottest V2s that come out so far. Just looks like Batman, you know what I mean? Darth Vader, smooth, you know. So this is pretty much the pirate black, if you were to put it for the version 2 of the 350 model. And then lastly, he gave us something that we all kind of wanted. We were all saying that the V2s are too produced, you know, they're not, the market's stagnant, it's not going up. And then he was like, cool, so I'm gonna give you a colorway that everybody talks about, much anticipated, which was the Zebra. And he dropped it in 3 stores in the country. 3 flagship Adidas stores, 1 in LA, 1 in Miami, and 1 in New York. So, you know, the connections I've made, the friends I've made, people looking out, they've always, if I couldn't get it myself, my friends always helped me out. This was the first shoe that I had nowhere to turn. So I kind of just took my L, you know what I mean? The week coming up, didn't really want to talk about them coming up because, you know, I'm a little, it's a sore subject for me, but just like I said, friends looking out. My homie hit me up saying he got a size 11, closest I could get to my size. Worked with me, came up with a great, I actually traded for him with cash on top. But this shoe, they said, is the most limited Yeezy that was produced, even him dating back to when he was with Nike. So this shoe surpassed all the others by far in market value after they came out. So these are floating between anywhere between 1,500 and I've seen up to like 2,000. So these were pretty much the Picasso of shoes, and this is the holy grail right here. So I'm blessed to have a pair of my own. I just need that size 12 so I can rock it. But that's what they all been waiting for, I guess. That pull tab's on there, cool. But this is the one, my personal favorite so far, until I get bored of it. Here we go.
All right, man. I think that's it. I mean, we've seen a little bit of the collection. Yeah. We will. They may not know, but I know it's all not here. It's at another location as well.
Yeah.
So we might get to that as well.
Yeah,
but
man, we want to show the Dons, stuff like that, signed by Don C. So it's like a couple cool things that I got from friends that definitely cool, unique things to have in the collection. But like you said, that's a somewhere else. Hopefully we could do another video for that or add on to this, so we could just keep it going.